Hey y'all, how's it going? So we are back today with another story time video. So thank you guys to everyone who's been watching my story times. I appreciate it. This story time is going to be the last story time of 2024, and we will be back in 2025 with some more story times. The other day, I was on Instagram and I was tagged in the Haitian Times on Instagram, their posts, and it's for up and coming influencers, Haitian influencers in 2025. And I was so honored and so happy that they actually put me in there. And it's so crazy because they mentioned about like things about beauty, story times and stuff like that. And in my head, I'm like, who in here is watching my videos recently that's putting me out there, putting the word out about me? But welcome to everybody that's new. Thank you guys for subscribing. Make sure you guys stay, hit that notification bell. Even though I wasn't really consistently on here, I believe my channel's been up here since 2010, I believe, 2010 or 2009. So I've been here for a while, a long time. But it's funny and also nice that I'm being noticed by the Haitian community and stuff like that. Because I always think like, damn, I'm Haitian. Why nobody ever, came over here to say hi to me? I know I have a couple of Haitian followers on here that are always in the chat with me. What's up, girls? But it's really nice to be recognized by my own community as well too, my own culture. So very nice, y'all. So hopefully you guys enjoy today's story time. As you guys can tell in the title, what today's story time is going to be about. Now, I wasn't going to do this story time. I was going to kind of wait at least like 2 years to do this story time, but I got an email last week from said person, so I felt like this story time, I'm just gonna dead it now and put it out there. If the person is watching this video, which I'm pretty sure they are, please just stop. So yeah, so let's go ahead, guys. I already did my eyebrows and everything, so let's go ahead and get into today's story time. We gotta sip that tea, babes, because today's story time is and again, like I said to you guys, I had no intentions on doing this story time. I said to my friends, I was like, yo, this story time, and even my girlfriend, I was like, this story time gotta be, I gotta give this one a couple, like maybe at least another year to actually talk about it. So this story time, I gotta give you guys like a straight all the way back, because this person has been around for a while, but not to the capacity that they've showed themselves for the last few years. And I'll kind of explain to you guys how this goes. So this person's actually siblings with one of my good friends, and my good friend, I met her in nursing school. A lot of my friends that you guys will see besides my like main people, that I actually went to school with them, or they were important. They were part of important parts of my life. So most of the friends that I have that are outside of the friends that I have are just like nursing school friends, dead ass. Like that's all, like, that's really much all I have. Like my main people is like people that I met during nursing school. And I kind of feel like you pick up like friends during nursing school because that's like a really challenging time. Like, so at that time, my friend's sister, she was kind of like self-employed. She ran her own practice. So she's kind of like in the health field. She's a practitioner. Or whatever. So she owned her own practice, and at this time, around this time, I was kind of like self-employed doing YouTube and stuff like that. I kind of was still working as a nurse, but I wasn't working as a nurse as often as I was prior. So we kind of have like a little bit of things in common, her sister. So we used to talk about stuff. She had me on a couple of her podcast episodes and stuff like that. Just kind of like some real chill vibe thing, nothing crazy or nothing like, just like, two entrepreneurs like getting to the bag and just, giving experiences. Around that time, I think a lot of people were kind of like interested in how I was able to transition from being a full-time nurse into a full-time influencer. And like, again, this was back then when like nobody was really taking that dip and dive and just quitting their jobs to become an influencer. And again, this is before TikTok era for the ones just popping in here. So we had our own era on YouTube where, quitting your job to become a full-time influencer wasn't really like a thing that you did, and you shouldn't even do it now. But I mean, it was a big leap of faith for me, and it worked out for me in my benefit, which was great, right? So I mean, around that time, she wanted to interview me, did interviews with her, regular stuff, guys. Again, two girls, businesswomen doing stuff, getting to the bag, and just kind of having like that kind of commonality between each other, whatever, right? I always picked up like a really kind of like not anything that would offend me, but I always picked up kind of like a weird vibe from her. Not a weird vibe, just kind of something was off about her as far as sexuality. And I'm not calling anybody anything. I'm not saying that anybody is anything, but I always caught like a little sense of that off. Again, I don't have gaydar, so I'm not sure, I'm not out here looking for anybody or anything like that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? So but I just got this essence about it. And it's, mind you, I've known this person for years or whatever, right? and I've never ever seen them like with a significant other. Again, people keep their business to themselves. They do as what they want to do. I'm not judging anybody on what they want to do, right? But again, it was very strange because I've never ever seen her with anyone. So again, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing a little assumption out there. I never said it to anybody. I didn't say it to my friend like, oh, hey, is your sister like, does she cut, And again, it's the appearance, it's everything, like the appearance, the talk, the mannerisms. It just gave off a little tinge of something. Y'all know what I mean? It gave a little something. Again, it's not my business. I'm not interested. I don't care. I'm not looking for anything. So it's none of my business. Y'all feel me? So I kept it to myself. Went about my business. But again, I caught the vibe. It wasn't towards me, but I caught the vibe. Like I'm catching it. Like I think she might like it. And again, I thought this from Jump Street when I first met her, right? So around the time of my departure from the lame that I was dating, about 2 years, almost going on 3 years, baby. This was about 2 years ago, and it was in the winter time. It was around like November, December. So around this time, she hit me up and was like, hey, you want to go to lunch to catch up and stuff like that. I believe around this time she had moved away to another state, and she was coming to visit my friend, her family, whatever. So I was like, oh yeah, no problem. Like at this point, I am broken free away from that dude. I'm living my best life. Like I'm on, doing my thing. Like, so I'm like, okay, I'm taking a lot of lunch dates now, like not lunch, going out with my girls and stuff like that, going to meet up people for lunch in the city and stuff like that. Dan was coming up a lot to go out with me to, restaurants during the week. So I was like, all right, here's another one for the week. No big deal, right? Didn't think anything of it. Again, like, what? You know what I mean? So, where my bleed blender? Got it. So, we ended up going, obviously she was in Connecticut and I'm in New York, so we ended up going to Roof Chris. We met up halfway, and I believe it was like Westchester. I forgot which one, not Purchase. I don't know. It was in Westchester, the Roof Chris in Westchester at the Hilton Hotel, that one. So we ended up meeting there. We had lunch at Roof Chris or whatever. It was real nice, light, nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember even while we were in there having, while we we're waiting for our table to be ready, there was this guy that was in there, and I guess he was staring at me or whatever. Again, not interested. He was staring me down, and I remember she said something that was like really awkward because like, she has kind of like an awkward approach to things, and she was like, oh, what's up, bro? You want her number? You want my girl? Not like something of that sense like that. And I just kind of sat there like if he wanted to, he would have just walked up here and, spit the game at me. I would have kindly rejected him, but you didn't have to do all that. Like, it was just unnecessary. And plus, let's keep it cute with him, period. So, it was a pretty, decent lunch. Didn't think anything about it, guys. Had my nice, the chicken, the chicken, and then I also had asparagus, and I didn't get the mac and cheese this time. I just got the asparagus and that nice chicken from Roof Chris. That's my favorite. Sometimes I get the lobster mac and cheese, but I didn't get it this time because it was just a serving for myself. So had that, and then after we parted ways, after this little lunch that we had at Roof Chris, it seems like literally the day after I was getting so many messages. Now, not the messages like, like, hey, how's it going? Like, not even my own friends do stuff like this type of messaging. And I'm just kind of like, am I missing something? Because like, where is this energy coming from? Like, we literally just went to get some food the other day. Like, where is this like best friend mentality coming from? Or like this, like, oh, I could text her. Like, it started being like, more like good morning text, what you doing today text, and just like random texts of just talking about random things that I had no idea. Now, at one point I was responding back to the text messages, and then they just became too frequent. And again, like I said to you guys, my own friend group, my own sisters do not text that often. They don't text that crazy and aggressive. And at one point, the text messages started to be paragraph long text messages. And I'm like, yo, I have to work. Like, why are you sending me all these messages? Like, why are you so, like, it was just like really aggressive. Okay, that's the word. It was like very aggressive and very off-putting. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is she like sending me all these messages? Like, what is tea? Decided like to just stop messaging her back because it started to get kind of like weird to me. Like, I just felt like her energy was giving almost kind of like someone that like liked you. I don't know how to explain it to you guys. Like somebody that was like maybe thinking a little bit too too much past some. I don't know how to explain it to y'all. Y'all kind of get my drift of what I'm kind of saying. It just started to get really weird. Like sending me text messages in the morning, that's something that my girlfriend does. Like constantly text me throughout the day. Like not even my own blood or my own best friends do that. So it started to come off as it started to feel different. So I stopped texting her. I'm like, I'm not gonna text her back. And then when I realized if I didn't text her within a few days, she'll just pop in with like a shorter text message. And it would just kind of be like, oh, hey, I hope everything is going well. Again, I don't know if that's like a trait for these people or for people in general that are just very like manipulative or like gaslighting type of people like that. But they always come in with hope everything's going well or whatever. They don't come in all the way with this full paragraph of what they have to say, but they come in with like, oh, hope all's well. And it seemed like a dim enough message to me. So I responded like, yeah, everything's good. That's it. And let me tell y'all, once I did that, the messages came flowing through again, like nothing ever happened. So at that point, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm either going to just have to stop talking to her indefinitely or to stop responding to her because it's getting kind of fucking weird. So around December, like right before my birthday came up, I was really, really sick. And this was, again, 2022, right before I went on my solo trip to Curacao. If you guys go back and watch the vlogs, you'll see around that time, I was really, really sick that time, right? So my girlfriend now, around that time when we were talking, she ended up getting off of work. And she stayed with me for like 2 weeks around that time because I was super, super sick. Like I was like really, really sick. I think I had COVID around that time, or maybe I had the flu or something. I don't know. It was just like random. I was like this really like rough time I was having. Like I got sick like out of nowhere. So my current girlfriend now came to spend some time with me. And around that time, it was the holiday season. Y'all know birthday is 12/27 Christmas. So I have like that perfect Capricorn birthday. So I guess she knew my birthday or whatever, and she was saying how like she wanted to send me a gift. So whatever, like I'm like thinking like it's just like something like nice. She knew that I was sick or whatever, so she felt like, you know, she could send me like a care package or whatever. And I'm like, sure. She even suggested at one point, oh, I have a bottle of wine, I can come over to your house. Mind you, I'm in New York. I can come over to your house and we can like drink some wine and hang out. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the moment that came out of her mouth, I quickly was like, no. And the reason why I did that is because I started to feel strange. Strange in the sense of like, why are you so eager to come to my house? I'm at least an hour and 30 minutes away. Like, why are you so eager to come to my house? Not even my own friends would do that. Would be like, oh, I'm gonna come and I'm sick. I'm a grown ass woman. I can handle it by myself, okay? Like it just became weird. Like, what are you trying to do? Get me drunk or something like that? Like, what is going on? So for me, I just felt like every attempt was a little bit too aggressive. It was getting aggressiver and aggressiver. And I was trying to find ways to dim it down, so not to hurt her feelings, but just to dim it down so that, you know, I can show the clear view that like it's not, baby girl, it's not tea. Like it ain't happening, huh? You know? Like it's not happening. So again, my birthday was coming up. So she decided that she wanted to give me a gift for Christmas. Again, I didn't know anything about the gift. Like I had no idea. I'm like, okay, fine. So I sent her my address again through like for an Amazon. It was supposed to be like something sent through Amazon. So again, I didn't think anything of it. I ended up getting the package. My girlfriend went downstairs and picked up the package, and I got it. When I got the package, I opened it up. And when I opened the package up, it was kind of like a cup. I got a cup that said, I don't even know if I still have that cup to this day. It was like a cup and had something on it as far as birthday. I also got something else in there, like it was like a throw blanket, like a Snuggie blanket. She also gave like a Snuggie blanket. And then the last gift I opened up in a box. Now before the package even came, she was like, she messaged me and was like to me, oh, let me know if the length and size is fine. And I didn't understand what she was saying. So when I opened up the Snuggie, I was like, oh, it's cool. Like, I think like, you know, the length and size of the Snuggie, right? Make sure the length and size is right. Didn't think anything of it. So the last gift I opened up, guys, I opened the box up. And again, this is not something that my own blood would do. This is not something, it would be creepy if my blood did this. This is not something any of my friends would do. I opened up the package, guys, and it's a fucking rose. Like, why are you sending me a rose? So this is the part where I messed up at, and this is me just being too nice, trying to spare people, but I quickly fixed that up, and y'all see the correction that I made. But as soon as I saw that, I literally, me and my girlfriend were just sitting, and I'm like, is she fucking serious? Like, again, who is doing that? Like, we not even close like that. Why would you think that that would be something appropriate for you to do? Like, how, honestly, it's very disrespectful and very rude. Like, excuse me, I don't discuss my sex life with you. And around that time, absolutely nobody knew that I was dating my girlfriend at that time. Nobody. I kept a secret from y'all. Well, obviously my friends and family knew, but like, nobody knew. So you coming out the woodworks with this out of nowhere, goes like, what are you thinking, sweetheart? So for me, honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. I felt disrespected. Like, that's disrespectful. Maybe you've done that to other girls in the past, because this seems like some DL behavior right here. So, and again, I know they talk about DL men, but there's definitely DL women as well too. And that definitely gave like off DL women behavior, because like, what the fuck? And you know what's funny? This entire situation kind of, it didn't rattle me, but I was so confused. I even had to talk to my therapist. A couple sessions was with my therapist was about this, because I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like, what is going on? So the mistake I made is not correcting her. I should have told her right then and there, like, ma'am, don't you ever in your life do this again. But me being too much of a nice person, I didn't want to hurt her feelings, because one thing about me that you guys won't learn, because I'm, you know, whatever. But one thing about me, if anyone would tell you this, I'm gonna let you know what it is, and it might hurt your feelings, but it's all straight facts. It might hurt, but it is what it is. I could have just told her by herself right then and there and dead the situation, but there's always like this human side of me, because everyone has a human side, where I didn't want to hurt her feelings. Like, I didn't want to like crush her that hard. So you know what I did? I felt like just not talking to her at all after that was gonna be a better choice. So I ended up just not speaking to her. I didn't block her, but I just stopped answering her messages like completely. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna stop answering her messages. And that's what I did. So I did not talk to her for a couple of months. We even went into the new year. She probably texted me. She did. She texted me Happy New Year, and I did not message her back. And I'm just kind of like, okay, 2023, I am not going to entertain her, because I kind of started to feel like, because I was responding back to her, she felt like she could just do whatever she wanted. And again, when I talked to my therapist about this whole situation, my therapist was telling me that she's done this to other people. There's no way that she just randomly sends sex toys to people that are her friends. If she's interested in someone or wants to find out if someone is actually like a lesbian or something, this might be her way of doing it. And I'm telling you guys, I believe that, because why would you send that to me? We've never discussed anything in a manner of me dating or sexual, anything like that. Like, I've never ever got down like that or talked about that with you. Everything was business related. So why are you trying to like, it was just too much. And again, my therapist was like, this is something she's done before. She does this. And again, if that's the way you want to approach females to find out if they're gay or find out whatever or try to get them, or you think that's like a sexy move, it's actually really, really disrespectful and disgusting. So if you're watching this, do not try to do that again. Do that to somebody else. It's not going to work. Like, that's for thirsty women. And I ain't no thirsty girl. Like, I'm definitely not thirsty for you. So don't ever in your life do that shit again. That shit was disgusting and it was disrespectful. So again, like I said, I didn't say anything, trying to, give grace, not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, because I've known this person for years. So like, in my head, I'm thinking like, why would you, like, you completely ruined the friendship. You completely ruined the friendship completely. Like, first of all, you were not my main friend to begin with. It was your sister. And you've completely tarnished, not even tarnished me and her sister's friendship, because I'm still cool with her sister, but now you've made everything to the next level of awkward and uncomfortableness, because you just couldn't keep your temptations to your fucking self. You could do it with whoever else you want to, but I'm not the one. I don't want you. Like, I just didn't understand that. All right, let's proceed on, right? Let's proceed on, because it gets better. It absolutely is going to get better, right? Because they never stop there. They never stop. I know y'all like, damn, she added matte powder, but I actually used 3 different powders. I used the Laura Mercier powder, guys. I used the One Size powder, and I also used the Easy Bake and Snatch from Huda Beauty. So I used 3 different powders, and they all do a fantastic job. I'm an oily girl, the bitch. Face gonna look snatched, okay? I am gonna go ahead and use my One Size setting spray. I don't even know what I did with it. It might be in the core. But I'm gonna quickly grab it before I end this video so I can spray my face. But I like to make sure I keep everything super matte, because I am an oil queen. So that's why y'all see me super powdered up. So it was a couple months later, guys, it was obviously into 2023. I believe around this time was around like March or whatever. Hopefully I'm correct with that. I believe it was around March. So let me take the powder off. What am I doing now? So it was around March time, guys, and she sent a text message. Again, I wish I had, because I actually ended up having to block her after this. So I don't think I have any of those messages in me. I must have deleted them as well too. So I ended up having to block her after this situation right here, and you'll see why. So she ends up messaging me, and the message was just a paragraph message. This time it wasn't like an opener like, oh, hope all's going well. That dumb bullshit. Hope all's going well. It wasn't one of those. It was just kind of like a full-on message or whatever. And again, I haven't talked to this girl in months because I stopped responding to her messages. So this message goes, oh, how would you rate me as a date on a scale of 1 to 10? Now, date? Who did you go on a date with? When did we go on a date? What are you talking about? Like, I'm like, excuse, I was like, and you know what? This is the time right here that I said, okay, she must be trying to play in my face right now and trying to gaslight me right now into believing that like that this was a date or whatever. Like, what is she talking about, right? So I said to her in the nicest way I can, excuse me, when did we go on a date? Like, when was this a date? And I was like to her, I'm in a relationship. Like, I didn't think that, I was like, I didn't know that this is what you were looking for. So I got straight into it, honey. I told her, I didn't think like this was a date. Like, I didn't think like you were trying to date me or anything like that. Because if that was the case, wouldn't this be something that I understood too? Like, I don't know what your intentions are, but that was not my intention. So where did you get this date from? When did we go on a date? Because I needed her to clarify that for me. Like, when did we go on a date? I don't recall going on a date with you. I literally thought we went to go get some food on to lunch. That's it. Like, so where are you creating this at, right? Y'all know that this girl tried to gaslight me in this message. She tried to tell me to, oh, calm down. It's not that serious. I was just asking a regular question. Excuse me? So, and it makes me so mad talking about this because not only is this person a mental health practitioner, but the gaslighting and like the manipulation part of it pissed me off because like you cannot seriously be talking to me like that and thinking like, is this how, like, do you tell your patients to do shit like this? Like, this is crazy. Like, are you, excuse me? Like, you sent me a sex toy, so that's already indicating some weird shit. You thinking we went on a fucking date, and you're trying to tell me right now, after I addressed it to it, and I said something to you about it, now you're trying to flip it on me and make it seem like, oh, I'm tripping or I'm bugging. No, you're just mad because you got caught. And you're mad because I saw you for who you were, and I exposed you to your face. So now you don't like that. Now you're trying to manipulate me and make me think that I made this up or I'm crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay, blocked. I blocked her because I just got out of a toxic gaslighting manipulative situation. You think that every single month, 4 times a month, I'm going to therapy, that I don't know the signs of somebody that's going, girl, that's all you have to say to me, honey. Blocked her immediately because you're not going to play in my face. And again, very shocking for you to be a mental health practitioner. Doing and behaving this way is insane. Like, are you, girl, look at me spin. Like, girl, are you kidding me? So I immediately blocked her because I'm like, she ain't finna get me like this. Like, you are not about to get me out of character because you want to sit here and try to renege on everything you did and said because you got caught. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm dumb? You think I don't know? Like, you think I don't read the room? And like an idiot, she didn't realize. I think she realized because I showed my current girlfriend, I think I showed you guys around after February that I was with somebody. So she peeped that I was with somebody. So again, you're still watching me on social media. So you're trying to find a way to discover stuff. You went about it the wrong way, honey. And again, I was never interested in you. Your approach was very aggressive and not cute. I'm telling you this for future references. If you want to go date somebody else, this is not the way to do it. It's creepy. So I blocked her on my phone so she can't call me or contact me or text me or anything like that. So I was pretty satisfied with that, but we had another battle to get over. So because I blocked her on there, she decided to go ahead and take her herself over to Instagram, and she didn't come on Instagram for a while to message me on my page. She actually ended up unfollowing me, I guess because she was upset because I stopped talking to her and I blocked her. She unfollowed me on Instagram, and then randomly one day I see on my Instagram notifications that she followed me back. Like, she was following me. Like, how childish are you? Like, you're mad because I hurt your feelings. You got caught out. Your sexuality is exposed to me. So now you feel some type of way. Again, why would you approach me? Did you really think, like, just a bad choice, honey? Go find another sucker because I'm not the one. So she ends up following me back, and I'm like, okay. She followed me back. Immediately when she follows me back, guys, she starts with the messages again. I kid you guys not. She starts with her messaging again, commenting on everything. She started leaving comments under my picture, especially the pictures or videos that I posted up with my girlfriend. It was like she left some, I hope I could find the screenshot of it. I'm not gonna put the screenshot of it because I just don't want to expose anybody and like hurt anybody's feelings, so I'm not gonna do that. But she was leaving comments under pictures of me and my girlfriend, like comments that were just very strange and gave a very, very hater vibe to it, like a hater essence to it. And I was just kind of like, girl, stop being a hater. Let me tell y'all something. When someone is persistent with something and they have it set in their mind, there is nothing you can do to stop somebody from getting what they want or getting after what they want. I literally blocked this girl from my phone. I also blocked this girl on Instagram, and I kid you guys not, she goes ahead and emails me. And I'm gonna go ahead and read the email out to y'all because it's just kind of like, I just don't understand. Like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get to this point? Because I'm just confused. Like, I blocked you on Instagram, I blocked you off my phone, and you still find a way to contact me, and you have to go through email now. And it's just kind of like, I don't get it. Like, do you feel like nothing happened? Do you, like, I just don't understand how someone could just, like, not have any feeling for, like, step out of your shoes and step out of that head of yours. Because, like, where is this normal behavior? Like, where are people doing this kind of stuff at? Because I'm just so confused. Like, I don't want to be associated with anybody like this. Like, it's just off-putting. It's just weird. So the email goes, hey Dom, I hope you are enjoying your holiday season and happy birthday. I hope 2025 brings you joy, peace, and prosperity. I respect the fact you are in a relationship. By the same token, I'd like to see you while I'm visiting my family for Christmas. Let me know if you have time. Again, so what am I supposed to take from that? You try to tell me that I'm bugging, that like, I'm bugging y'all? Like, I don't, like, it's been almost 3 years and like, I've blocked you, I stopped like talking to you. Like, why I don't get it. And I didn't even tell you guys this part. Even after this situation, I ended up telling my friend, her sister, about it. And again, her sister was like, yeah, we've been asking her for years, like, if she's like, you know, gay, like if she's a lesbian, and like she's not admitting to it. And I was like, well, I don't really know. Like, I'm just letting you know. You know, I just, like, it's just awkward now, right? So my friend had a baby last summer, so we ended up going to the baby shower, and I took my girlfriend with me. Sure did. I took my girlfriend with me, and we both went in there. Obviously, my girlfriend knows everything that happened. So for me, I wanted to go there with my girlfriend to show her. And, you know, because me, I don't know if y'all know, I don't give a fuck about making anybody feel uncomfortable. You made me feel uncomfortable, so I'm sorry, guys. My lip gloss just hit the camera. You made me feel uncomfortable, right? So I'm damn sure gonna make you feel uncomfortable. So guess what? I showed up at that baby shower with my girlfriend, and she was sitting, and I tell you guys, she was so awkward. She stared my girlfriend down the entire time we were at the party. Even my girlfriend was like, yeah, it's awkward. Like, she keeps staring. But even after all that, you still will not leave me alone. Like, there is no friendship after. Like, I don't feel like there's a friendship after. There's nothing to talk about. You've already made it awkward. You've already made me feel uncomfortable. Like I just don't really think there's anything else from this. Like, and again, you're still persistent. You still are trying. Like, what do we have to talk about? If you would have just been woman up, the thing about it is, like, I feel like the problem with this whole situation is, like, she wants to be like this DL woman, but still wants to, like, gaslight, manipulate her way into being straight. Like, I don't know, I can't even explain it to you. I was like, I'm not the one. Yeah, I'm a very nice person. I'm sweet and stuff. I wouldn't, like, again, I was too nice. I wasn't trying to throw her under the bus. I wasn't trying to hurt her feelings in the beginning, but I should have just kept it 100% with her and kept it funky, fresh, dressed to impress, ready to party, because, baby, leave me the fuck alone. Like, again, I didn't make this video to offend anybody, but I also made this video just to keep your eyes open. Like, people really be out here having fantasies, imagining things, creating stories in their head about whatever they want, or fantasies, whatever they want. Again, I don't know what would persuade her to think that once I was single that I would want, like, did I ever give any inkling? Like, I don't understand that. Like, were you trying to swoon me? Like, I don't, like, the sex toy is kind of odd. Like, did you, like, what did you think was gonna, like, you thought I was gonna say, you thought I was gonna, like, what was that? Just be vigilant, guys, in 2025. Like, people be really out here dreaming up a storm. and it's always a one-sided dream and not another side. And don't get involved with people like that. Obviously, I was never involved with this person. Literally the sibling of my friend. Let me know what you guys think about the story time today. If you guys have any of those stalker issues or weird vibes, I don't know. This is the first time I've attracted something like this. And is it like the lesbian land type of thing? Like, cause what the fuck? Like, this shit is too much. It's too extra, baby. I'm already locked and loaded with one. I don't need nothing else, okay? So if you guys enjoyed today's story time, guys, Happy New Year's to everyone. And I will catch you guys in 2025. Love you lots.